What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have a 2005 Clint Bowyer Busch Series Chevrolet Monte Carlo from the Nascar Winner Circle line. I don't have the packaging for it. I've actually had this diecast for about 20 years, but we'll be doing a diecast review on it nonetheless. I'll be getting the rotating base out of the studio, and I'll be right back. Alright folks, so clearly the diecast is, well, not brand new, but I've had this diecast for quite a bit of time. And I remember getting it in like 2005, maybe early 2006, because you know sometimes the previous year diecast would stick around for a bit. But this was one of the coolest paint schemes I had from 2005. And it's the Timberland Timberland work boots. You know, it's pretty popular in culture, you know, the Tims. So anyways, they actually had a NASCAR paint scheme for it with Clint Bowyer. This was a part of his 2005 Busch Series campaign. He had a bunch of great diecasts that got made. His primary AC Delco car, which is really popular from NASCAR 06. He had a Chris Cagle car as well. There might have been a fourth one, I'm not sure, but regardless, this one is amazing. So it's got a very interesting gradient paint scheme to it. The majority of the car is just normal black, but then you have this white soft gradient with a gray transition. But then the side skirts of the car are silver. Now, I don't know if this part was supposed to be silver and this is just a factory oopsie-doo, but the side panels are indeed decal silver. It looks really, really cool. Kind of reminds me of Kevin Harvick's Cup car paint scheme. It's got Timberland Pro Series? I don't know. AC Delco got the Chevrolet bow tie there. Monte Carlo. This was a used car again. I've had it for a while. You can see a little bit of the silver stripe right there on the front valence of this Monte Carlo. Got Clevite, Comp, Edelbrock, Simpson, and then you got Sunoco. Let's go to the left side of this diecast here, man. Just what a beautiful looking paint scheme. This would make a really good Darlington throwback, in my opinion. Whatever they're going to do for the throwbacks in 2026, if they decide to. This would be a great paint scheme. Why? Because there's actually a lot of orange paint schemes in NASCAR. I mean, you look across the board. I mean, how many NASCAR Xfinity paint schemes do you see with orange and black, right? So I feel like they could easily make this paint scheme work with the current day sponsors in the sport. We got Clint Bowyer right there. Got AC Delco, Timberland, once again, Pro Series, made to work AC Delco. Just look at that silver to orange gradient. That is just so freaking cool. Safety clean there. Snap on good wrench. What? Good wrench on a Clint Bowyer diecast. That's pretty cool. You got, well, the marked out Busch logo, and then I think it's the Busch Pole Award. I'm assuming, right? It wouldn't make sense for them to have like the Coors Light Pole Award in the Busch Series now, would it? Got goodies and mechanics wear, Featherlight, Autometer, whatever that is, Jessel, MSD, Ignition, Holly, Ray Bestos, MB&A, 1 and 3M. Got your Goodyear lettering there. Number 2, go to the back panel, the diecast. This would be a cool throwback for Jesse Love, because he has like the C4 Energy sponsor. If they have like an orange, flavored, C4 Energy drink, this would be a great one because he's driving the same number font, the same team, everything. At least I think this is for Childress. Yeah, this is for Childress. This wasn't for Kevin Harvick Incorporated. You got over here to the back panel of the car, you have boot to boot or something. I don't know what the heck that is. Timberland, a little bit of a wonky decal there, unfortunately. Got the number 2. The whole back panel apparently is a raced version, which would make sense because, believe it or not, this car actually did some Duralast Cup Series racing back in the 2000s. Like, legit, it did. So that's why you see a lot of chips on it. Got Okuma right there. Go to the right side of the diecast, and just really cool stuff to see the Busch Series paint schemes, man. They made so many Busch Series diecasts for the newer fan. They're nowadays known as the Xfinity Series. But I mean, you had the part-time guys that would get diecasts made, the full-time guys. I still find diecasts to this day that I never knew existed, and they were Busch Series diecasts. And I'm like, who is this? And they literally got a diecast made. It's really cool stuff to see a lot of the drivers that maybe just didn't make it into the Cup Series get a full production run of 164 or even 124. On the top of the diecast, you have the same color number 2 right there on the top of the car. It's cool to see Childress really have an Xfinity program again because they kind of fell off a little bit after Austin Dillon and Ty Dillon went up to like the Cup Series. they kind of just did part-time, it felt like. And then they finally started bringing back their Xfinity program. They have the 2 car, the 21 car, and now they're doing pretty cool right now. They're winning a bunch of races. Unless you fail inspection at Rockingham, which years from now you probably forget about that. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Go to the decklet of the car, get made to work right there. And I'm not really sure what that is, but there looks like there's a residue or something. Again, this is a car I've had for 20 years, so I don't know if this was a factory error or something that was spilled on the diecast during its time period, but who knows. In terms of the interior plastic for a diecast that was opened up 20 years ago just about, the plastic does not look really yellowed much at all. There is a few scratches on the clear windshields, which is kind of expected though. But what an awesome looking diecast. Absolutely highly recommend it. They made a pretty good amount of these. Not a super, megalodon of them. I think the Kegel car, I think, is that, if that's how you pronounce it. I think that one's probably his most popular or most commonly found Clint Bowyer diecast in 2005. I would love to have his AC Delco car. That would be really cool. I'd love to have that one. It's funny how like the 2005 Bowyer AC Delco car is kind of hard to find, and then you look at like the 2001 Kevin Harvick one, and there's literally a gajillion of them made. Don't believe me? Look at the production amount for I think it was 2002 or 2001 124 scale for Kevin Harvick's primary paint scheme. I think it was 2002. It was over like 115,000 or 105,000 made. Absolutely insanity. You want to know the average amount of a 124 paint scheme in 2025? About 500 to 700 each. Think about that for a second. 23 years ago, Kevin Harvick got a paint scheme, his primary car in the 124 scale, for over 100,000 of them made. Nowadays, you might get 600. It's just bananas how much collecting has really changed in NASCAR diecast. So that's all for now, fellas. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And for all your diecast purchases, the new stuff, they do have some older stuff over there at Circle B from time to time. They usually, they only have one of each, right? So they upload it and then people buy it and stuff like that. So check in once in a while. Check their new arrivals. They usually post their newest inventory there, and sometimes they have new old stock. So you might actually see some 2005 diecasts. I've seen them on there before at Circle B. You can use that promo code if you like. You don't have to, and that's fine and dandy with me. Have a blessed one, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Diecastbuffet signing off.